She turned over the sign that read, "Please don't disturb." At 1100 a.m., Shiho and Masaya left the hotel's best suite. The room service lady who passed them bowed elegantly and said, "Thank you." Those two hadn't even left their room for 2 days, so they must be in love. Contrary to her elegant smile, the lady was thinking this in her head. It was a week ago. Shiho was spending her days in a state of restlessness, with her wedding to Kei, a senior at the same company, just 10 days away. After the final meeting about the wedding favors, Shiho was enjoying shopping with her mother, which may be her last time as a single woman, at a department store. While engrossed in shopping for designer items, Shiho had somehow gotten separated from her mother. As Shiho looked around the sales floor for her mother, she heard a familiar voice. "Maybe, Shiho-chan." She turned around and saw her childhood friend, Masaya, standing there. Shiho had always liked Masaya, even up until high school. She had always thought it was unrequited love. She and Masaya had a lively conversation. After meeting for the first time in a long time, as they were talking, her mother spotted Shiho and came running over. "Well, see you later." When Shiho said that, Masaya looked down and asked, "Do you have a boyfriend, Shiho-chan?" For some reason, Shiho replied with a laugh, "No, I don't have one," and they parted ways. Shiho's mother, who had been listening to Shiho and Masaya's conversation as they were leaving, looked worried and said, "Maybe you should tell them you're getting married. Masaya likes you, Shiho." "No way. It's always been unrequited love on my part." "That's fine, but it brings back memories. When we were in kindergarten, Shiho said she was going to be Masaya's wife." "That's right, but that was a long time ago." "It would be fine if it was a long time ago. But God loves to make me bump into Masaya at a time like this." As they talked like this, Shiho and her mother hurried home. Because at 8 p.m., she was going to get a call from her fiancé, Kei. As soon as Shiho hung up the phone, after a 30-minute love call with Kei, the phone rang again. It was Masaya. When Masaya realized it was Shiho who answered the phone, he pleaded with her earnestly, "I've always liked you, Shiho. I'd like you to go out with me, if you'd like." Shiho was surprised. Masaya, who she had always thought was unrequited, liked her back. Now that she thought of it, she remembered something. But she was engaged, so what should she do? Shiho was at a loss as to what to do. She had been in a relationship with Kei at work. Kei was honest and an ideal man to marry. But if asked if she loved him, would she be able to answer that she did from the bottom of her heart? Masaya had always been in her heart. Kei was, after all, just an extension of that. While Shiho was confused about how to respond, Masaya said helplessly, "I guess it's no good after all. I was just unrequited in love." With those words, Shiho finally came back to her senses. "That's not true. I've always liked you too. But, I'm engaged. In 10 days, I'll be his wife." Too late. Yeah, too late. And there, the phone call with Masaya ended. But from that day, Masaya was in Shiho's heart. She couldn't sleep at night. If this continued, she wouldn't be able to marry Kei. Shiho told her mother. Her mother looked as if she thought so and said, "Go see Masaya. I'll give you 2 days. You have to tell Kei properly. Go on a trip with your friends or something." From that day, Shiho and Masaya were not apart. For a moment, for 2 days, the two of them repeatedly hummed the same word, 48 hours, as if it were a password.